Welcome to American Dream Life. When we keep learning how to grow our beliefs and become a united human being, that's the premise of the platform. To keep growing our beliefs and becoming more united and understanding and not uh, going through the fears to the other side, that it's possible to experience different experiences. And today, speaking of experiences, the topic is how to be open to experience. What brought that up? It was some reflection and some interesting question that I received from a friend about a matter of success and what would be that one thing that make things successful or made me successful. And on top of things that I had mentioned, where that it's really different. There are a lot of factors to the success, as well as um, a lot of definition of success. And I kind of concluded the whole sharing with that I believe one of the most valuable tools I could ever imagine was to be open to experience, not just with my mind, but also with my heart. That created some amazing results and that easy flow and amazing experience with it. So uh, the reflection on my walk today was how to best describe through some stories or analogy to make that concept easier to digest. And what was coming up was how actually kids, small kids, toddlers, learning to process their emotions, and they usually would like a sponges to get their information. They in those exploration stages, and they definitely also accumulating all kinds of emotions. So many times what's been happening with them, you could probably see, the toddler creating those tantrums, we call them, either just all of a sudden crying or screaming. And that's how they actually process their emotions. And somehow that misunderstanding of that, um, it creates uncomfortable feelings for adults, and keep reminding that poor children to to somehow contain those emotions, not to cry, to stop those cries, to not scream. There's constant over and over reminders about it, to the point that growing up, learning how to accumulate more, to the point becoming like uh, at the certain moment, like explosive device, that it's just happen, and we don't even have any control over it, with the least expected moment. And with that, then we create some kind of guilt of like misbehavior, and not recognizing ourselves with it, that out of control behavior. So we again going through the cycle of accumulating those emotions and not really skillfully process them. And it's necessary to move, to be open to experiences many times as emotional human beings, to move our emotions, to process them, to create that opening, to be more fully open in our minds, to why can help you clear some of the limited beliefs, because many times those limited beliefs coming from your emotions, sometimes maybe they were held for many years, and still working on that old programming, that's kind of the true, and not processing the emotions. It creates that limited beliefs and stopping yourself to take a chance, to make decisions, that possibly something new in your life. and sometimes even just based because of the experience and not so good experience that you had in the past, and you holding the emotions with that past experience and didn't have a chance to process them. That can also be a stopping point. You don't want to go, you don't want to get hurt again, because you're just kind of replaying in your mind the past experience, and with sensing some similar things that been happening start happening, that possibly that will be that hurtful experience again, not recognizing actually that the reason it's happening again because you didn't process that experience in the first place. It can be like becoming a really a vicious cycle um, until some point that you not sure what else you could be doing, and could actually spiral down even further in that cycle, and losing even more belief in yourself and your abilities to handle any situations, and and I actually here to support you in those, not to go too deep on your own, and really promoting to reach out for support, and finding some communities where you can start shifting some perspectives, learning how to process your emotions, um, and sometimes sometimes many times the perspective will also shift when you somehow be a part of the community, or and hearing some similar stories and people going through those stories or similar experiences, going differently and coming from different perspective, that can actually bring some relief for you, and openness for you to go through experience again with a new and different perspective, and creating a different outcome and different experience for yourself. So uh, it's kind of flowing out of whatever I want to share here today, and coming back to that experience, like I had mentioned, I found that very valuable, and it's a journey. It's not something we can put on hold. It's recommended, highly recommended consistency with it, to to actually feel the difference, and to be able to create different experiences and more rewarding experience in your life. We The life, seems sometimes like a moment. It's many times we're starting that, well, we have a lot of time, and who knows how much time we have, and it created that different perspective from the pandemic that started last year, that all of a sudden it kind of made that more present, that you cannot count that you will be able to go out freely and do whatever you want. There became some limitation and adjustment that had to be made to be able to move forward. It was hopefully reflect some uh, usually emotions when something is not going the way we wanted, is some disappointment, anger that's showing up, and when you're going through that scale of emotions and raising your energies and the emotions, it's kind of to come out, and hopefully uh, there you did make some adjustment and utilize that time of pandemic for some reflections and deeper discover of yourself, and putting some quality time with your families to create a better experiences as well, and be more open to it instead of just resisting to them, because that's what creates um, just more resistance. Whatever you focus on just expands. So that's kind of the story for today. And if there's anything I can do to support you, feel free to reach out. At this point, sending you lots of love, joy, and peace. And if you like what you see, feel free to do thumbs up or hearts. Feel free to share your experiences as well in the comment section, and reach out for any support. And talk to you soon. Until next time.